Hello friends, I promised y'all just a nice bronzy look, and I think this palette is gonna deliver. Ooh, look at this. I'm thinking this type of bronze, just a touch cooler as opposed to something really, really warm. Or maybe I'll do, this one's more of a true bronze to me. Maybe this and then a little bit of this on the inner corner. That's so pretty. This palette, I believe it's a newer one. It's called Precious Metals from ColourPop. And any palette in this form from ColourPop is A+. I think Stone Cold, excuse me, Stone Cold Fox is probably one of my favorite palettes of all time. I'm gonna keep the skin pretty fresh too. I'm not gonna go super heavy with my foundation today. So I'm gonna take just a little bit of concealer, and the reason I'm gonna put concealer here is because I'm not gonna have any friction there. So if you're wondering why I'm not using eyeshadow base here, it's because I want something very close to my skin tone, but I don't have to worry about creasing there. So that's why I don't have to worry as much about putting an actual eyeshadow base. I find that when I wanna do less foundation, what I'll do is focus coverage on areas that kind of, let me get my words because I'm wanting to cough, hang on. I was gonna say I focus on areas that can kind of hold a little bit more product. Instead of just layering on the concealer here where I know I need to put more, I'm gonna really focus on areas like this. Okay, I'm gonna start here. Of course, I will put stuff here, but I'm gonna use less if I just put it in little strategic areas first. It really makes a difference. You wind up using less because you're not like, ooh, let's go. So now for my lid and my upper crease, I'm gonna go ahead and do this warmer tone. This one is nudist, right? I'm learning the names. Nope, this one's called Fresh. Okay, so we're gonna take this, and this is gonna be our actual base. So if you're wondering about these compared to, say, a liquid shadow like the About Face, these will eventually dry down, but the dry down takes longer. And that way you're able to actually use it even better as a base, because when you're applying powder shadow on top of a base, you want it to be a touch tacky. That's going to really enhance the pigment. And then it's also going to help it wear better later. And if I didn't have this blasted cough, I could get my thoughts together. But all I'm trying to do is not cough. Oh yeah, that's the thing I was saying. When it's a little bit tacky, the way that shadow lays down on top of a tacky base is so smooth. So remember how I was talking yesterday, how I saw that creator baking their lids to get really smooth shadow? I find that you get the smoothest of smooth when you have a base that's not fully dry and you press that really soft eyeshadow on top. It's like setting your under eye. It's the same theory. It's about setting that not too wet, but that just perfectly tacky base. And when that powder comes in contact with it, it just kind of fills in all the gaps and smooths. Whew, there, I didn't lose my train of thought. So I don't want this, oh, I dropped my brush. I don't want this to get too warm because our base is already pretty warm. I kind of want to keep it a little bit more neutral, but I still wanted a little bit of the warmth. It's kind of a mix. I like that mix of the neutrals and the warmth. I should say the cools and the warms. Fighting for my life right now. I was saying I just like that mixture. And now look at how smooth that looks too. I'm so glad Gene feels great. He's just taking his little daily bath. Well, one of them he takes. I don't even know how many baths he takes a day. Absolutely sounds like, like a goblin. And if you're just joining my story here for the first time, normally I am not wheezing and coughing. I have bronchitis. It's happening. Now I'm gonna add just a little bit of this red brown here, but notice I switched my brushes. I switched to the flatter one, which is the E28. I want that to face the ceiling now, and I'm just gonna start to push that into my socket. So easy this way. Even if you have hooded lids and you kind of want to create some depth in here, and then have it peek out. You'll see that it's gonna start to peek out of the fold in just a second. I just have to keep transitioning it. But the shape of this brush just kind of gets in here and does this. And if you're like, I don't have a way to even find my socket in there, the bone, you're searching for that bone is what you're doing. So if not, you could even just tilt your head back and then stuff it in there and then do that and just kind of keep twirling it back and forth. And then it'll start to transition upwards. And by upwards, I mean out of that fold. And then I'm just gonna use the side and then I'll tilt my head back and then just start to transition that out of the socket. Now you can start, I was saying now you're starting to see that peek through. I picked up just a little bit more and I'll just kind of keep doing that. And that same technique. And then I'll start to transition that outwards. And then I'm gonna grab just a little bit darker shade, just a little bit darker. Same technique, grab it here. And then I'll just kind of tilt my head back and I'm just gonna shade here on the outer part. Just for a little bit of extra socket depth. Okay, now let's get our bronzy bronze. I'm really excited. This is really right up my alley. Okay, we're gonna load up the brush. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pull that across here. Oh, that's exactly what I had in mind. Oh, this is so pretty. And that peach first transition laid down just keeps it really warm and so summery. Ooh, I love it. And then I'm just gonna tap it. I don't wanna put it on top of the mats, but I don't mind it kind of feathering into the socket. And then I'm gonna put a different color there. So if you're wondering why I didn't take it there, I'm gonna grab a different shade. I love this eye so much already. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab some of this shade, and I did switch to an E27 because it just fits perfectly there. Look at how pretty that is. And then I grabbed a little bit of this shade because it's extra sparkly. We gotta have extra sparkle. And then I'm gonna just do that kind of as a little bit of a topper. This is my perfect summer eye now. I'm so excited. And I definitely need to go back through and save a lot of my recent highlights, a lot of my recent tutorials to my saved highlights, and this one definitely will be, so please forgive me, but y'all know what's been going on. I want to darken the outer corner. I'm just going to take a little bit of this Melt Cosmetics liner and I'm just going to twirl it right here. Did you see that Jean Bean hair floating around? Okay, we're just going to take it. Then I'm going to wipe off my E27. I don't want sparkle over here. Good to go. And then I'm just going to soften it. And before it completely dries, I'm going to grab the black that's in this palette, just a little bit of it, and just kind of tap that right on top. Oh, the bath is starting up again. Super smudgy. Oh, I love it. By the way, I feel like this would be the shade that I would get if I obviously wasn't gifted all of them, which no, that's what I'm trying to do. I want to break it down. Obviously, if you want a black one, if you don't have a black base, definitely, because that's so much fun, everybody. But I like the warmth of this. And I feel like it's a really specific peachy warmth. So it is a little bit different than the other ones that I already have. And I feel like it almost gives a, excuse me, he's scratching his little face and he's all drooly. I don't know. But I feel like it gives a peach glow. Okay. It's a lit from within glow, this particular shade. So I'm going to get you a link for this shade. I think I found a summer liner. Okay, look at how I'll just put it on my cheek. I have it on my waterline, but now I kind of want to go film a video. It's this beautiful taupe, but it still has a lot of depth to it. It's not quite see-through. I have that on my waterline, and I think I want to put some here, just on my lash line too, just for a little bit of depth. So it's going to be softer than black, obviously, and then it's not going to have the warmth of brown. I'm going to get you a link for it. And these MAC liners are so slept on. They're so good. By the way, this does have a little bit of shimmer in it. So it's not just so flat. You can barely see it. It's not super sparkly, but it kind of adds just a glow to it. Like I said, I'm going to finish this eye closer to the end. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to assess the situation here. What's our situation? I think I want to do just a little bit of this, which I use this. If I'm not doing a full glam, this is on my face. I love it so much. This is that Typology green corrector, but I'm only gonna apply it where I have the redness. This is gonna help us wear less makeup. Again, that's what I was trying to say earlier when I was having a coughing fit. Whenever you kind of correct things with smaller amounts, you wind up wearing less. And I feel that that's why I couldn't master a no makeup look, because I was approaching it by going the same route as I do when I do a full glam. So if I'm not doing a full glam, this is the route that I take. So this is kind of a fun story. So many years ago, when I first started doing makeup, I really had no idea about color correcting. I didn't have that knowledge. I didn't, where I was just starting out. But I did somehow find out that when I would put a little bit of a peach powder, and it would have been technically not this peach powder, but it would have been Georgia peach. Who remembers Georgia peach from Benefit? It was very similar to this, and I just recently purchased this one in particular again, but this is also Benefit, but this isn't Georgia peach. But I remember that I would sweep a little bit of that underneath my eyes, and I could just get away with that some days. Now, I don't have dark circles, but I do have some blue, especially anytime I'm gonna put some dark here, it's gonna pull that blue. So all I'm gonna do, I'm rhyming now. I'm gonna take this brush, this one's from the travel set, and then I'm just gonna grab a little bit across there, and I'm just going to set underneath here. Well, I'm not really setting anything. I'm just gonna push it in and just kind of use that. And that's what I used to do. Isn't that fun? Many moons ago. Especially once I get a little bit of my summer tan, it always just looked so good underneath my eye. So fun. It's fun. And this isn't quite the same, but it still has a very similar effect. And I bought it, and then it was so nostalgic, and then I did it while I was traveling, and I just loved it. Now I'm gonna add quite a bit of bronzer. I'm in a bronzy mood. And then let's do that technique. This is not liner. This is not bronzer. That's already dry. We don't have to worry about that. Don't put that on your face. Put this on your face. I love this color, and I really love the formula, but it smells so much like Tootsie Rolls that if you don't like the smell of candy or anything, you are not going to enjoy this, because let's not even act like it's not heavily scented. But isn't that color so summery? I thought this would be a really nice shade with the eye. Let's go ahead and continue to warm it up. I'm going to do quite a bit of it. And then I'm going to take some and even kind of place it on top of that transition there. And remember, I don't have any foundation on, so I'll show you a little trick I'm going to do for that too. I just love this bronzer. I really, really, really do. So now I'm going to put some concealer, but I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. That's all I'm going to use for the rest of my face. I'm really trying. If I go in like this, I might put on too much. And I don't want to do that. I'm also going to use a C41 because I want less application. I want it to be less coverage. So the denser the brush, the more coverage. C41 is going to give us a lot less. So what I even want to do more is kind of even this out. Okay, I don't want to pick up a whole lot. See how you could barely see it there? That's all I want. And I'm just going to take it really around the edges of the bronzer, just to make sure it's really nice and blended. I'm not even going to go on top of the bronzer. It's not underpainting. I'm just kind of blurring the edges, if you will, picking up more for this side. Looks nice, right? And it looks like, and then it just looks like I'm wearing even less. We're going to do a little bit of powder, but we're not there yet. I'm going to take a little bit of our base. Remember the base we initially started with? I'm just going to blend that underneath here with an E27. And it's going to ever so lightly mix in to our waterline color. I'm going to post the video for this, but it's 10 out of 10 for me. I love it. The color's so beautiful. I think it's fun that it's a nail polish applicator. It doesn't make any difference, but it's fun. But the color and the texture and how it's so skin-like, but it's a pigment. Oh my gosh, I just think it's so pretty. I love the color. And I definitely want to get that other shade, which I'm going to go see if it's back in stock, because when I bought this one, it wasn't. I would have bought both of them. Isn't that beautiful? It just honestly looks like my skin. 10 out of a 10. Now remember, I'm just gonna do a very light setting. I'm not even gonna set the bronzer. I'm really just setting the center of my face with my favorite powder here. This one's from M Cosmetics. I absolutely love this powder. I love it more than the Hourglass. I just think it's my absolute favorite kind of blurring finishing powder. Remember, I'm not gonna set the bronzer. I don't wanna dull it. So I wanna do kind of a glowing lip. So I loved this gloss. I hope this one's still available. I know it's a relaunch. It's not like I'm showing you one from years ago. But this, I'm just wiping my hand off really quickly. Look at this color. I just feel like it's gonna be a lit from within glow, but I wanna do a lip stain under it. Is that not just absolutely beautiful? So the shade is, I know it's the Aladdin MAC. It's called Jewels on Jewels. So pretty. You know, I'm out of control, so I just added a little bit more of the blush, the same one that we already used. Just want to add a little bit more. And now we'll start our lip. So I kind of want to do the same thing that we did yesterday. We'll just do it with the gloss. Again, let's go in with one of these, Kiko Milano. And then I don't want to do too bright because these can get super, super bright. Not that that's a bad thing. That's just not the technique I'm doing. So I'll kind of tap them out. Probably one of my favorite lip liners of all time. This is Kiko Milano, shade Rosy Brown. Let me get closer. There we go. Just gonna shade this out. And don't forget, I know that this is unfinished. I love this color so much. And I added just a little bit more. I want it to be a little bit brighter. Just a little bit brighter today. Now let's add that gloss, that matte gloss on top. I know it's gonna be perfect. Exactly what I had envisioned. That is a gorgeous glowing lip. Gene loves it, he's snorting. I love it. All right, my friends, that's gonna be it today. If the color temperature looks different, it's so pretty outside I had to open my window, so it's conflicting light. But that's okay, because it's just the ending slide. I love y'all so much. Thanks for putting up with me and my bronchitis. I'm trying to get better. Tomorrow, we're just gonna do our normal Thursday talk through, where we just talk about products that I've recently just absolutely fallen in love with and things that didn't work for me. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything that really hasn't worked for me recently though. Obviously I'll go through tomorrow before I start the video. But I love you all so much. I love you with all of my heart. And I'm not gonna post tonight. But make sure that you check my last post because we did start a new series and it's really, 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 really fun. All right, I love you so much and I'm always around.